I'm Delby Bragais, an image and branding consultant, a fashion designer, and founder of ReinventU. I also have the honor of being the founding president of the AICI Philippine chapter. How did you start AICI in the Philippines with a group of pioneers? How did you meet each other or each of them? This question brings to mind an inspirational quote by JFK: "A rising tide raises all ships." So this was going to be win-win for everybody. And back then, we met each other very casually after we found out that there was a handful of image professionals who were registered members of AICI. Among the pioneering members were Abigail Arenas de Leon, Karen Lauren Agustin Austria, there was Julia Robillos, there was Dinah Loomis, and myself. So that makes for 5 founding members. What was your vision when you got together with these ladies? So my vision was to professionalize the image industry in the Philippines. And for all of us, I believe it was the same in terms of sentiment. We wanted a community of image professionals who were helping each other raise the bar to have more recognition, world-class education, and global certification for all of us, so that we can become more competitive not only on the local stage but also on the international stage and provide more value to our corporate and individual clients. What did it take for your group to get AICI Philippines up and running? Being a small group of women then, what were the things you needed to comply with, and how were you able to hurdle the birthing pains together? First of all, the operative word in that long question of yours is together. Because at the end of the whole thing, I have this favorite hashtag. It says stronger together. So to start a chapter, if I am not mistaken, there was a minimum requirement of more than 15 members. There was a chapter accord that you had to comply with. There was like bank details, and I was thinking, how can we have bank details when there was no money to begin with? There were like compliance requirements. There was a compliance requirement regarding like educational events in a year, a certain number, and not to mention that there had to be a working board that was already set up. So of all of those things, I distinctly remember the challenge was in getting at least 15 members to join the chapter, and this was not easy. Number one, it's challenging enough to sell a tangible product. Try selling a vision. So the second thing was the monetary challenges, because we're talking about US dollars here. AICI being an international association, and we weren't talking about 1,000, 5,000, etc. We were talking about way more than that. So the challenge there also was enrolling people to see the value of investing vis-a-vis looking at things as an expense. So those early days were really the most challenging. However, what was very inspiring was working together, because I believe there's no force on earth that can really stop a small group of committed women. And at that time, definitely there was a lot of commitment. And I saw the power of we. I saw the power of 1 plus 1 is equal to 3. And everybody working together finally brought the dream to fruition. We were able to get more than the required minimum to start the AICI Philippine chapter. To share some notable achievements of AICI Philippines since its founding. Absolutely. So number one, in the realm of education, we have been able to provide world-class education for our members, most notably by bringing in certified image masters and certified image professionals to the country. Among them were Ferial Joachim, Judith Rasband, there was Karen Brunger, and in cooperation with partners, we were able to have etiquette expert Jacqueline Whitmore conduct certified courses in the country. Secondly, in terms of certification, from none, now we have one certified image master, which is the highest level of certification for AICI. We have 2 CIPs, which is certified image professional, and we have a number of CIC, certified image consultants, and growing. So it's very, very exciting. Number 3, global participation. So now, the Vice President for Certification in the International Board is a member of the AICI Philippine chapter in the person of Michelle Bergonia. And we're having more speakers come out in the international stage from the chapter. And lastly, something that's very dear to my heart, we have been supporting philanthropic activities for women's issues, specifically for those who are victims of domestic violence. And we have been very active in supporting a shelter for young girls and young women who are victims of human trafficking. So in those areas, the Philippines has been experiencing great strides. What does it feel like for you, witnessing the beginnings of AICI Philippines and how it has remained steadfast to celebrate 10 years? The feeling is magical. And I think the secret to the growth of this small but committed chapter from the Philippines is the common vision inspired by the JFK quote that a rising tide raises all ships. So from this, I learned that we are all stronger together.